all want the best for our children. We want to see them grow up as strong and deadly as they can be. The first few years of their life is really important to set them on this path. Parents and families are children's first teachers. However, quality education and care services also play a big role. High quality education and care in these first few years leads to better health, education and employment outcomes all throughout a child's life. So the role that you have taken on as a committee person or approved provider within the early education and care services is a really important one. This video provides some information about frameworks that govern education and care services and your responsibilities as a committee member or approved provider. This is a first step. There are a lot of legal requirements for the operation of education and care services. As you get more and more comfortable with your role, you can go into more depth and check out written induction kit that comes along with this video, the NQF guide prepared by the National Regulatory Body, ASIGWA, the National Law and Regulations.
Making sure our services are of a high quality is the most important thing to ensure our children grow up strong and are ready to start school.
Everything we do always relates to the NQF, relating to our programming, number 1, right down to number 7, communities and staffing. We're very lucky here at Jarjum's Bugana and Bunjum that we have a high percentage of Indigenous educators working with their families. So it's a centre run by Aboriginal people for Aboriginal communities. So that's very important, empowering them and to have educational success and lifelong learning success, because we're the foundation where the children can meet those educational outcomes, and it leads right up to high school and tertiary. And the other thing is that their cultural autonomy is also very important to build with our children and their families together.
This is why we have a National Quality Framework. The National Quality Framework helps improve the service by setting a minimum standards, what this looks like across all early childhood services, and requiring a quality and assessment rating which assesses the services against the 7 areas of national quality standard. The National Quality Framework impacts every service. You will see in many ways how the service is run, how the educators talk to children and build on their interests, the close relationships that educators have with children, healthy food that children will learn about and eat at the service, how the service communicates information across to families and community, how the service makes sure that all families are welcomed and provide feedback, and how to discuss any concerns, supervision of children, recycling, growing a veggie garden, having a deadly local Aboriginal staff, having an outdoor kitchen, having clear rules about safety.
I guess it gives you a benchmark of what you want to work towards, and then it gives you examples of how you can do things. Well, it's a framework. It's something that supports us in our role in providing experiences and opportunities for children. I think it gives us a place to start and know that we're covering all aspects of education, engagement in community, and how important it is.
Why is your role important? Good governance and leadership are essential in guiding and supporting a quality service. Good governance and leadership have a big impact across the whole service and of all areas of the National Quality Standards. It's also a specific focus area of Quality Area 7.
Ensuring things are in place is the best thing you can do as a committee to support the service, to meet all of the standards under the National Quality Framework. Management of these areas sets a framework for all staff. Management systems are a big area of this standard. The major things to have in place and to monitor are policies and procedures. Information is displayed on the key information of the service. Information is reported to the regulatory authority about key operational matters, serious incidents, changes in circumstances and complaints. The required records are maintained and kept confidential. Staff have the required knowledge and delegations of authority, and checks are in place to ensure that the service properly follows the national law, the regulations, and that there is an effective complaints management system.